Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of day that we may be reaching you. Thank you for joining us once again on the channel that brings you nothing but authentic and verified news happenings around the country. We'd like to say a very big welcome to you. If you're joining us for the very first time, please do well to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you and God bless you. On today's report, this one says, leave ATIKU out of your plot to blackmail BUHARI. PDP fires TINUBU. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, ATIKU Abubakar, has urged East All Progressives Congress APC counterpart, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to leave him out of his plot to blackmail President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, we know that, and there have been some allegations by the All Progressives Congress stating that the People's Democratic Party are the ones who are the saboteurs of the fuel scarcity, saying that the PDP, ATIKU and his cohorts are the reason why we have the fuel scarcity and the fuel hike in the country. Now, Asiwaju actually said this at his rally in Benue State in Makurdi. And yes, he actually is accusing the People's Democratic Party of being the reason that we have this fuel scarcity right now in the country. And we also know that at his rally in Abeokuta, he cited that there were plans to actually sabotage the 2023 elections, and he mentioned that the lingering fuel crisis that Nigerians are facing and the Naira redesigned by the central bank were actually part of all the plots that were being put into place to make sure that the elections and the polls are being sabotaged. Now we see that the PDP has actually reacted to that allegation, saying that their principal and their party are part of the saboteurs of the 2023 elections. Well, we're going to go into the details in full now, and we'll see. Now, the former Vice President, ATIKU Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, has asked Asiwaju Tinubu not to drag him into his alleged feud with Buhari, which resulted in his open condemnation of the president's monetary policy on the redesigned Naira notes and his handling of the fuel scarcity that is rocking the nation. Now, recall that speaking on Wednesday during the APC presidential campaign in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Tinubu claimed that there were plans to sabotage the 2023 elections and his success in the forthcoming polls. Asiwaju Tinubu cited that the lingering fuel crisis and the Naira redesign by the Central Bank of Nigeria were part of the plot to scuttle the poll and his expected victory. Now, reacting, the flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the spokesman for the PDP's presidential campaign council, Kola Ologbondiyan, has said that Tinubu was using the problems as an excuse for his imminent defeat. Now, firing back, Tinubu, through the Director of Media and Publicity, Bayo Onanuga, said that he was only drawing Buhari's attention to saboteurs possibly working in cahoots with the PDP. Onanuga stated that no political blackmail and attempts by the People's Democratic Party's campaign to create a conflict between Tinubu and Buhari, his long-term ally, could succeed. Now, the spokesperson of the ATIKU campaign organization, Kola Ologbondiyan, while reacting to Tinubu's reaction to an earlier comment by the ATIKU campaign organization, described as pathetic Tinubu's attempt to turn around to blame the PDP for his woes less than 24 hours after he stood on the public stage at his presidential campaign rally to accuse the Buhari administration of sabotage. Ologbodiyan said, "It is important to remind Asiwaju Tinubu that in accusing the powers that be of creating fuel scarcity and hoarding the naira to truncate the election, he knew that President Buhari is the Minister of Petroleum Resources and that all agencies of government in charge of prospecting and distribution of petroleum resources are under his, Buhari's, office." Asiwaju also knew that President Muhammadu Buhari approved the redesigning of the naira and that issues of distribution of the naira notes are vested on the APC-controlled federal government and not on the People's Democratic Party. It is therefore clear that Asiwaju's verbal assaults against President Buhari is the official position of his confused, disoriented and disorganized campaign organization. It is noteworthy that having come to the conclusion by himself that he does not enjoy the support of President Buhari, having realized that his campaign is now falling apart, with its leaders leaving in droves, given its manifest rejection by Nigerians, Asiwaju now seeks to blackmail the president and incite his followers to violence with a view of truncating the electoral process and blaming it on President Buhari. This further explains why Asiwaju Tinubu has set up the dangerous militia group codenamed the Jagaban Army, which is reportedly being trained and equipped to unleash violence on Nigerians and truncate the electoral process, having realized that there is no way he can win a free, fair and credible election. Asiwaju Tinubu has always sought to exonerate himself and blame only President Buhari for the failure of the APC administration, in spite of the fact that he is behind the corruption-ridden policies of the APC government that has brought untold hardship on Nigerians in the last 7.5 years. His verbal somersaults within a space of less than 24 hours presents him as a person that must not be entrusted with power. Since Asiwaju Tinubu wants Nigerians to believe that he is fighting for their cause, he will need to respond to some of the troubling questions. What has he done as a loaf of bread we sold at 300 naira in 2015 now sells for 1,000 naira under the APC administration, which he claimed to have brought into power? What has he done to encourage or alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians, as kerosene, which was being sold at 150 in 2015, is now selling for over 1,000 naira? What advice has Asiwaju given to the federal government to save the situation as a bag of rice which sold for 8,000 naira in 2015 went up to 46,000 under his APC? He stated that Tinubu's politics has always been about self and the cabal, who never cared for Nigerians or the success of the government which he claimed to have brought to power. Ologbodiyan urged the former Lagos State Governor to leave the PDP and its presidential candidate ATIKU alone and face his self-inflicted woes. He said that the ATIKU campaign will not be distracted by Tinubu, but will continue to focus on rallying with Nigerians in their determination to vote for ATIKU as the next president of Nigeria. Well, that is it on the details of today's report. Until we'll come your way next time, please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.